Good morning, students. Are you there? You are able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
shall we start? Shall we start, students, or someone is there to come? Hello? Okay. We'll start up with the first class of today's session. So, myself, Dr. Pooja Yadav, Assistant Professor, Shri Mothra Das Mota College of Science, Nagpur. And today we are starting paper 1 of Sem 5 Electronics, students BSc. So, this is communication, electronic communication paper. Okay, someone is still joining us. Okay, I'm starting. Myself, Dr. Pooja Yadav, and today we are having our first class of electronics, that is Sem 5 BSc, paper 1, electronic communication. So, what is communication systems? This is our first unit. So, in today's presentation, we are going to see these outlines of the presentation. That is, what is communication system actually, and second is what is a communication system model. We are going to see these two things in details in today's class. So, what is a communication system? For a layman, if you want to let him understand that what is a communication system, so what you will say, what you will explain in his terms, in a layman's term. So I will just trying to explain you what is a communication system. Right now I'm talking to you peoples, you students, or anyone else who is listening to me. We are there in a communication system. A two-way communication system is going on in between us. And in early days, what is a long distance communication? This we are going to see. So in early days there were no laptops, there were no phones, there were nothing. So how the peoples were communicating, how the long distance communication was possible? Here I am giving you some examples of long distance communication in early days. So there were some examples. That is, first one is they were having fire signals, they have arranged signs, they have smoke signals, there were drum telegraph and optical telegraph. In very early days when there was nothing, the peoples were not knowing of anything, they were using fire signals to communicate between them. Say, I'm staying here and some person who is at a long distance and I want to give some signal that I want to say that I'm in pain or I'm having something that I want to call the other person. So they were used to have fire signals. Means if you put a fire on your top of the home, he will understand that you are giving some signals to the to the next persons. So there were this type of communication in early days. There were arranged signs that if you have arranged some sort of signs, that if you have kept three stones there, so this was a way of communication that this is my some words which you have to understand. So how the other person will understand? These were all the problems with this long distance communication was there in early days. There were smoke signals. Students, I just want to give you one example because this communication paper is new for you. So I just want to explain in your language that you all have seen the movie of I think hello. Nowadays you are seeing in movie today you have seen a movie which is a very old way of communication, that they have used smoke signals. Like if you have burned something, if you are seeing a smoke coming out from someone's house, so you will understand that that person is in some trouble. And this is a way of communicating the things of their views. Then there was optical telegraph, when the persons have invented some sort of circuits, they have invented optical telegraph, and there were the communication made possible on this optical telegraph. And then there was drum telegraph also. Some people used to have these type of communication also. These were all what we have seen. These were all old type of communication systems what the persons have made for their priorities. Then we have in the era, we have electrical communication systems nowadays. So we will see some type of communication systems which we have a picture of this, that a person is talking. If you talk to someone on your phone, that is not a telephone. When you talk on the your wired phone, that is a wired communication. Then nowadays you all have your mobile phones. So how the signals are communicating, how we make communication in between two persons, you are having a wireless communication. Okay, then there is some more type of communication systems. You will be remembering that in childhood we were used to have two matchsticks boxes, and we connect two matchsticks boxes with the help of a string, so we can have a communication system between two persons till a restricted distance. Okay, the distance was restricted, that if you are saying here and and your friend is there, you can be connected to a string and you can talk to him. Okay, these were some type of electrical communication systems. Then what is a system actually, how it is made? It is made of some components. It is having some boxes to it, and then we can have a total communication system. So it is system is a combination of circuits and devices put together to accomplish a reliable transmission of information from one point to another. Okay, so basically a communication system is made of source and destination. Two type of things here you can see. The one thing is source, from where you want to communicate, and to where you want to send your data, that is called as a destination. These system as a whole, it is called as a communication system. So what is the purpose of a communication system, or how to build a communication system? What is the purpose of communication system? You all know ki we can't have anything, we can't live for a moment without communication system. Okay, nowadays we are very habitual to have your mobile phones. You cannot survive without your mobile phones today. Okay, so this is a type of communication system which is having a source, and that source is communicating with the destination. So there has to be something in between source and destination, that is called as nothing but a channel. Okay, so channel is having two sides. It is first connected to a transmitter, and the other side it is connected to a receiver. So how it works, how the actual system works, that there is first a source who wants to transmit something to a particular destination. So first box what we have used is a transmitter. Then it is transmitted, the signal is being transmitted through the channel. It can be anything, it can be a wired channel or it can be a wireless channel. Then there is receiver, this is at the second end, or This is the destination. From receiver, you are giving the information to the destination point. Okay. So this is a communication system model. In model, what we have done, we have described the things, what is there actually in the system. So a typical communication system can be modeled as, this is the shortest model what we can see in this communication system. So your first message, that if you can take one example over here to understand this model, that I'm a person and I want to say something as a message and I want to send it to some place. Say you want to transmit it to Delhi. So what you will do, you can have a mobile phone and you can talk. Okay, your mobile phone is a very intelligent communication system model, you can see. Okay, so here we are seeing the boxes that I'm the source, I'm saying something, that will be a voice message. Okay, so my voice message will be inputted to the transmitter through an input transducer. Okay, my students, you already know what are transducers, because we have seen this in your instrumentation paper. Okay, this model also we have seen, but we will have a overlook to it. Then your input signal from this transducer, what you can have as an input transducer is, you can have a mic. Then this has to be given to a transmitter. Why it is to be given to a transmitter? That if I am talking through a mic, you can hear my voice till a distance, but to a distance, after moving some distance, my voice will be fading down. Okay, and it will not reach as it is to say a particular distance, that is Delhi as a destination. So what I am going to do, I am going to use, next to transducer is a transmitter. Okay, whatever source signal, whatever our voice signal is there, it is being transmitted through the transmitter via the channel. Okay, I'm just saying that I'm using a wireless channel. Okay, if I'm using a wireless channel, so what is there in between transmitter and receiver? There will be air, or there will be electromagnetic signals. Okay, then this channel will transmit, will carry, sorry, this will not transmit, this will carry the signal up to receiver. Okay, and here one more thing I want to tell you, that from transmitter, if you want to transmit through that channel has to carry, that has to be transmitted through a particular antennas. Okay, then channel will carry the signal. Okay, it will carry the signal up to receiver antenna. While carrying the signal till receiver antenna, it will have some distortion and noise added to your voice signal, what you wanted to transmit to a particular destination. Okay, so this is nothing but the noise what we have added in the atmosphere. So when we receive the signal at the receiver through through an antenna, first what we will have, we will have the corrections in the input data. So we will required to remove this distortion and noise at the receiver level. Okay, so first the receiver will receive the signal what have transmitted from the transmitted end. After receiving the signal, you can have output signal as the output transducer. If you want to hear it, you can have a, what you can have here, you can have a loudspeaker over here, that is the output transducer, and you can hear the output message or the inputted message at the output. Okay, so after removing the distortion in this, so from here you can see this is the sender transmitter and this is the receiver end. So what is important is, in the communication model, source, transmitter, receiver, and obviously the channel. Okay, then this is one of the example that I have already described in our last slide. So some person is talking, that signal has to be recorded here. This is the transducer, and through electromagnetic signal, this transducer, after the transducer, whatever signal is there, it is being modulated through this electronics processor. Okay, and through transmitter, the electromagnetic waves, these are being transmitted in air through a transmitting antenna. Okay, so this electromagnetic wave is then cast at the receiver antenna, and they are being demodulated. Okay, after being demodulated, your transducer will have the original signal displayed to you, or you can hear the whatever signal you have said at the signal end. You will be able to hear it at the end, at the transducer end. Okay, so this is the one of example. So whatever model we have seen, we will see one by one blocks of it in detail. So what is a source? I have already described that what is a source. It can be a input message, that it can be a voice message, it can be a picture message, or it can be a video, whatever it is, a song. Okay, you hear to FM. Okay, so what a FM is doing, it is having a station somewhere, FM station. There they are recording the data, and you are listening to the FM via your mobile phones. Okay, so when you wanted to hear the FM signal from your mobile phone, what your mobile phone asked to you, he asked you to put a headphone over there. Without it, it will not be able to play it. So what is that? Your headphone will work as an antenna for you. Okay, then only you will be able to catch FM signals on your mobile phones. Okay, so the source can be anything. Source signal can be anything. This can be, if you want to talk to a digital communication system, it can be a discrete data, or the finite, or if you want to talk to a analog communication, it can be a analog data. Okay, then there is input transducer. What is a transducer? Transducer is nothing but a device which converts non-electrical signal into an electrical signal. Okay, if you want to transmit something, if you want to transmit your voice, your picture data, anything, you must need to be converted it to an electrical signal. So how this thing is possible? You can do it by an input transducer. Okay, so if your voice signal is there, you can have a input transducer as a mic. Okay, a transducer, you always know that it converts one form of energy into another form. So you can have so many types of transducer there which can be used at the input end. Then in the communication system, it converts the output of a source into an electrical signal that is suitable for processing, that is a microphone or a camera. So we can have an example of a camera. If you have a camera with you, you can take the snaps, you can make an electrical signal of it, and then it can be given to a transmitter end. So what is a transmitter? Transmitter takes the electrical signal, it modulates it, and then it transmits also. So the transmitter converts electrical signal into a form that is suitable for transmission through the transmitting medium or channel by a process called modulation. So what is modulation? We will see this thing, modulation, in details in your next class also. So basically you just have to understand that what is a transmitter is doing. Transmitter takes the signal from the input transducer, and it gives the electrical signal, the modulated signal, to the transmitting medium. It can be an antenna or anything. Okay, that data depends on the channel. If you are having a wired channel, your data will be data from transmitter will be different. If you are having a wireless channel, your data from the transmitter will be different. Then the next thing which is very important in communication system is nothing but a channel. So channel you always have to select in while designing a communication system. We'll have to select what will be the channel or what will be the medium to transfer the data. So channel is nothing but the medium used to transfer signals from transmitter to receiver. It can be air. So you are getting your FM signals through air only. Anywhere where you go, you could just you can start the mobile phone. You can have FM over there, and you can play the you can play the stations. There are different stations of FM. So while the signal is traveling through the channel, it is always attenuated. Now what is attenuated means it is degraded. If you are having some sort of data which is to be transferred through channel through a wired or wireless, it will have some kind of attenuation. Means the level of जैसे आप when you do amplification, why we do amplification? Because the data when it travels from a long distance from one place to other, it will get attenuated, then only we'll need to have a amplification. Okay, also the signal shape may be changed during the transmission, that is it becomes distorted. It is obvious that something transmitted from transmitter to receiver, he is traveling, the data is traveling from a long distance, so it might get some type of distortion also, that is called as noise. So our next thing is the noise. Noise is nothing but the unwanted thing which is added to your voice signal or to your picture signal during transmission or during traveling through the channel. Okay, just a मैंने एक sentence, if I am saying one sentence to you, and that sentence is to be added with some noise. If it gets some noise, so you will have my voice also and the other voice also with that data. Okay, so this is nothing but the noise. This noise has to be reduced at the receiver, or it will have to be removed at the receiver end. Okay, so receiver. What is receiver? The function of the receiver is to recover the message signal contained in the signal received from the channel. Receiver nothing but a circuitry which receives the signals from a channel. The received signal is corrupted version of the transmitted signal, because obviously because it is having some sort of noise also. So the receiver constructed a recognizable form of the original message signal. It responses it reprocesses the received signal. So what a receiver has to do, first of all it has to remove the noise signal from your original voice. Then it has to be, if it is attenuated, it has to be amplified, and all this is done at the receiver end. Okay, the next is output transducer. What an output transducer will do, like you have processed the signal through receiver end, but obviously it is the electrical signal. If you want to hear it, you have to put a transducer, that is nothing but the output transducer, which can be a loudspeaker. So the receiver output is fed to the output transducer, which converts electrical signal that are received into a form that is suitable for the final destination. Okay, the example of this output transducer, it can be a speaker, it can be a monitor, or anything else. Okay, this model is completed now. Here you can have some examples that what is the input transducer, what is a transmitter, what is a communication channel, what is there in receiver, and what is the output transducer, and how you get the information at the original form. Okay, so here you can see the antenna which is transmitting. You can have information from here. If you are using internet, so you will be using a satellite communication. Okay, so you are receiving these signals from satellite antenna, and then at the output end it is to be displayed. So what is the review of today's class? What we have seen in today's class is what is a communication system, what are the main parts of the electronic communication system, then how you can put the communication system in a model, and next what is the purpose of modulation. This is what we are going to see in the next class. Okay, thanks students, thank you all. Okay. If you have any queries, students, if you have any queries, you can put in the mailbox, and I'm ending the class. You can anytime ask the questions.